Hello and welcome to Peggy's Tropical Garden. Coming to you from the beautiful Florida Keys. If you've ever been in a wooded area in South Florida, chances are you've seen some wild pothos growing in trees. I mean huge pothos with leaves as big as 4 to 5 feet. Literally had dreams of pulling and potting one of these pothos. This is one that's growing on a tree in my neighbor's yard. And they're also growing in the woods by my house. So the first thing I did was go online to do some research and find out what the deal was with these pothos. Learned that they have been reported as an invasive species in South Florida since 1934. Woohoo! That meant game on to me. Pothos, here I come. Okay, more accurately, I should say here he comes, because I did get my husband to do the dirty work. So here he is with his machete, working his way over to the tree, the closest one that I found that had some pothos growing. Mm-hmm.
That one you want?
Yep. No, he just confirmed that that's the one I want, but I see a variegated one close by. I think I'm changing my mind. I don't know if I want to let him know that though. And I'm looking around and I've seen before, clearly the person who lived here before us did some gardening, and there's all kinds of plants that are considered houseplants out here, but in this environment, they grow like weeds. This is actually where I dug up my Sansevieria cylindrica from the woods. Think about it. Houseplant today could become an invasive species tomorrow if it's just discarded improperly. So keep that in mind. Hey, he's made his way to the tree. He's trying to figure out where the roots start and how he should best get this off of this tree. I'm going to have to stop recording because before he gets too far on this, I want to talk to him and see if he's open to switching over to one of the variegated ones that's close by. Okay, here we go. No idea how excited I am about this. This has really kept me awake at night. Oh, here it goes. I feel like I should have said timber or something, but I don't know if you say that for plants. Is it strictly used for trees? Look at that. My variegated pothos. Look how big that thing is. I mean, when's the last time you saw someone have to put a pothos over their shoulder to haul it off? And here's my honey as he emerges from the woods as my superhero. Some people need diamonds. I just need plants. Hashtag best husband ever. I don't know if you can see them, but there's so many of them in here growing on the trees, and the leaves are huge. And over here, I just spotted some snake plants, some big snake plants, and some more Sansevieria cylindrica. So I'm going to be back in here myself. Okay, here she is. He got a large root section, although they weren't growing in dirt, and I'm going to try and plant it in a pot, so hopefully it'll work. But look at the size of this thing. I have to get a measurement on this. Look at this. This one leaf is 21.5 inches long. That's pretty incredible, considering the leaves on a golden pothos are usually only between 4 and 8 inches. That's amazing. First thing I'm going to do is hose this down and get any bugs off of it. Pot this while on my porch, so I don't want to expose my porch plants to anything unnecessarily. Okay, we're on the porch out of the sun, and this is where I'm going to pot her up. I have a pot that's not huge, but she doesn't have a lot of roots. So, and I figure I'll use this stick to to hold it up, to use as some support for the plant. I don't know if this is going to work or not since it was growing, climbing a tree, but I don't want to plant it up against a tree since it is an invasive species. I'm going to be using this flexible wire to attach the plant to the stake. I got it from Dollar Tree, and it's a flexible wire with a rubber coating so it won't damage the plant. Okay, I think I have everything I need here, and we're ready to get started. This plant actually has quite a bit of weight to it, and so I have to be careful not to break it when I pick it up. And here's the roots. They look pretty good, but again, they were climbing a tree, so I don't know how they're going to feel about being potted. So I think I'm going to leave the end of one of the roots out and plant the rest of them. Okay, putting this in here, I can tell where there are little roots from parts that were touching the tree and stuff like that. So I want to try and get those parts to rest against the stake. Okay, I'm hoping this will be a little less awkward once I get this plant partially attached to the wood. Really excited about this pothos, and I hope it's going to like its new home and live and grow in this pot. Okay, now she's attached to the stake. It's time to get the roots in the pot and some soil. Oh great, she passed out. She's gonna be okay. I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do with these roots. If I cut off these lower leaves, I'll be able to wrap the roots around in the pot. Oh my goodness, this is starting to feel a lot like work. Right, the roots are in, and now for the soil. Okay, at least she's standing now unsupported, so that makes life a lot easier. Almost finished. Let's go ahead and get a little more soil in here. And here she is, looking absolutely fabulous. I mean, look at the size of those leaves and the variegation. I want to show you a close-up of how I staked it up. I tried to put the flat parts of the plant that were against the tree up against the stake. I didn't totally bury the roots since they weren't growing underground originally. Now I'm going to take her outside on my hand cart and give her a good watering. When I take her on the yard, I want to show you how her leaves compare to a regular sized golden pothos. I have a golden pothos in this pot under this palm tree. Do you see the size of the leaves? Now look at the size of this golden pothos that was grown in the wild. You see the difference? It's incredible. When they're grown out in the wild, they become jumbo. I decided to put her over there by the waterfall. Since she was growing in shade, I wanted to leave her in a shady spot, and hopefully she'll be happy there. Here are more plants that I found in the woods that I'll also be doing videos on. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll know when those videos are released. I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you stopping by and spending time with me in my tropical garden. Bye-bye. And just a quick side note, I'm a pothos lover, and this plant is absolutely beautiful. However, when in the wild, it is an invasive species and it does harm to the natural habitat. So we have to remember to be responsible gardeners, plant and discard of plants responsibly. Thank you.